Hi Jason, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Just a recap on our lesson this afternoon. So first thing is posture. You know, if we draw a line through the shaft, we can see there for me it's just pointing a little tad low in the belt. You know, I'd like to see them hands a little bit higher, and what that's going to do is just going to make you all a little bit more upright. It's just getting a bit low. As you take the club away, you're still not going to be happy. Now, one thing I am happy with is the club head is travelling slightly on the inside rather than outside the line, which is a great job, but it's just rolling a tad, and we can see there going back it's a little bit inside. If we look at Adam Scott here, you know, you keep an eye on his club head, it's staying in front of him. I mean, that's as good as it comes there. Like I said today, the face is matching his spine angle, so that's as good as it comes, and it's hiding the hands or slightly outside, so when he hinges it, it cuts straight through his right forearm, and the shaft plane is inside the ball. Okay, so you can see that there, where with yours, as you do hinge it, it's outside the ball, your shaft plane. So it's a little flat, but it's not end of the world, you know, it's very usable. When we get to the top of the swing, it doesn't look too bad at the top. I'd like to see, obviously, if that takeaway is a little bit tidier, it would be a little bit higher the backswing. So if we look at Adam, his club head's going to look a little bit more upright and in front of him, but that's purely because his takeaway is a little bit better. As we start down with you, we're going to see there, it's just the club started to drop under plane, Jason. So we can see here coming down, the club's just shallowing too much, coming down. Now it's cutting through the forearm, and then we're going to see the club head's dropped one under here, two there, three, it's probably 4 frames before it's almost back in front of you. Where if we look at Adam Scott's here, as he comes down, he's going to drop the club through the forearm, but you're going to see the shaft is staying much more in front coming down, and he can cover it that much easier, less face rotation, loads of loft, and the club is coming out at a great angle. Because yours is such on the inside, you're swinging out this way, and you're going to see here the club face is now pointing left, but also look how vertical that shaft is coming, and that's purely because you're trying to save it with the hands. You know, that you can't help it. If the club was starting that much from the inside, you're going to have to save it. So from the top of the swing, Jason, really we've got to start thinking about this left shoulder again turning left, but really trying to get the shoulders turning as level as you can through impact. That's the key, really. If you can get the shoulders turned a bit more level, I get the club pulling in front that little bit faster, you opening up, and you should be hitting cuts again. So I'm going to leave you with that. But if you practice with driver, practice off the deck, because again, it's just going to get you the feeling of that low squeezy cut. Now your release is slightly wrong, so you should be overcutting them with the move I've got you doing it. But once you get that feeling of it starting left and sliding back, and try and hit it as low as you can doing it with every club, trying to really squeeze it, hit down into it, squeeze it left, and then once we tidy up the release, it'll be game changer. But at the moment, you've got to work on setup. Let's get you a bit more upright, get them hands a bit higher, get that takeaway less in and rolling. Let's get the shafts staying a bit more in front of the hands. And then on the way down, let's try and get that shaft getting a bit steeper on the way down, you know, and do that by the shoulders. Don't let the shoulders tilt like yours do here. Let's get them feeling they turn a little bit more level, like I said. Cheers, Joe.